Alright, this is the 1995 Winter Car Challenge. First one I'm going to show is Walls Jornada. But if that's maybe Portuguese or Spanish, that might be actually Jornada. I don't know. I don't speak that language, but I know some other languages that the J is actually pronounced as a H. So I'm going to call it the Jornada/Jornada for now. I wonder what that means. I have to look it up. I might actually be cussing right now. I don't know. But I don't have all the mods, so I'm going to show you what Wall sent me. This is how it's actually supposed to look, which I think it looks like a really nice looking van. Oops. So that's the front of it. Because I don't have the headlights. I couldn't find them for some reason. Okay, and the other one here is the side. It's the rims that I was wanting to focus on right here. I like those rims. It looks like they should go on like a big truck or something like that. It's kind of like dually rims or something like that. But yeah, I like that. It's another nice looking vehicle, but since we got that out of the way, I'm going to close my windows here. Because it really slows down my game. But here's the other side of it. He's got a lot of turn signal indicators, which I think is a good thing, because it's like, hey, I didn't see you turn off. You can't say that with this car, and if you're wanting to smash into the side of it or whatever. So, well, I didn't know he's turned off. Well, you should know, because he's got turn indicators all around his van. See, I was missing the headlights. I couldn't find them. I like how you have the sunroof open. It being a winter car. So I don't know if these people were driving this van is actually drunk or what, but yeah, they left that open for the snow and the cold wind to blow inside. It's got a lot of suspension travel. I believe that's going to help it with some of the rocks it's got to go over. They got these little tiny tires on there too. It's got a little extra gas can back here. Alright. I never actually ran out of fuel except for like in my go-kart, but that was just up and down my street, so it's no big deal. All I had to do is push it in the yard. But as far as in the vehicle, I never ran out of fuel. Maybe one of you watching this video could tell me a good story about running out of fuel in your car. Like this, what's this color called? It's like a mint green, metallic. Kind of like a bluish green, but more green than blue mixed together. Or maybe like a sea green or something like that. Alright, let's go over the build of the car. There's only 3 entries. Let's see. Aluminium panels, monocoque chassis, steel chassis. Front longitudinal McPherson strut front, semi-trailing arm back, and air of 1 quality. Inline 4 aluminium head and block. It's 1.5 liter direct acting overhead cam, 2 valves with 69 horsepower and 94 foot-pound torque. I've never actually used that on a car before, but Boost was saying that after an engine gets so big that this actually gives you more horsepower than a dual overhead cams. I never actually used it. I've always used push rods or dual overhead cams, and sometimes overhead cams if somebody's got like a limit in a challenge, like production units or engineering time. Okay, cast iron crank, heavy duty cast connector rods, and heavy duty cast pistons. He's got 50.6 reliability, 7:1 compression ratio, 33 cam profile, VVT, turbocharger, ball bearing. Single port fuel injection, standard intake, 86 octane, 14.8 fuel mixture and 60 ignition time, 4,500 RPM rev limiter. Short cast, high flow 3-way with 2 reverse flow mufflers. It's very quiet, I can tell, because it's already got a turbocharger on it, which muffles the sound of it, and then it's got 2 reverse flow mufflers on it. Which is good anyway, because I don't like the sound of a inline 4-cylinder. Let's see, rear-wheel drive, automatic 3-speed, open differentials, hard long life tires, 145/80 13s, steel rims, Salt Dixon 2-piston, 9 digits front and rear, drums on the rear, 25 pad type. This is surprising to me. No sport units, brake fading, 168.8 feet from 62 to 0 isn't great, but I guess in 1995 it's not terrible. I'm surprised it's, as good as it is, which is great. If you allow yourself some extra stopping distance, that wouldn't matter, but I don't know. I'm not saying nothing bad. Under tray with cooling flaps. It's 3-passenger. I guess it's more like a utility van. Or maybe it's like a van in a house. Somebody actually lives in here, because you got this one window right here. Well, of course the back window too, but yeah, I'm just going to pretend like this is somebody's home plus their daily vehicle. I think it makes an interesting story. Always look, it's big enough to put like a mattress in the back and maybe a little small kitchen or something like that. And well, outside's the bathroom. Standard interior, standard cassette, hydraulic with ABS, and advanced 90s safety. Standard mono 2 passive. So it gets it's $19,700, which is probably the cheapest, and 27.5 miles per gallon, which is probably the most, and 43.5 safety. I don't know where it falls in. I forgot to do the scoring, but we'll find out at the end of the video here. Let's see, what was it doing here? Test track. Top speed is 74.2 miles per hour. That'd be okay in West Virginia because the high speed limit here is 70. It wouldn't do so good in Texas where the speed limit is 85. Yeah, 0 to 62 in a weekend. A quarter mile in a month. Yeah. So let's go into the next ride. I'm kidding, by the way. It's 18.9 seconds for 0 to 62 and 21.16 seconds for a quarter mile. If I sound like I'm being mean, I'm not making fun of somebody. I'm doing it in fun. I'm doing it to be funny. So let's check out Camel Factor's Bunny Flash. Bunny Flash, yeah. It's a pink car too. Like a bubblegum pink with a white hood. I got nothing against pink cars. I just I like it though. I mean, it's funny because it's a Dodge Stratus in the front, a Toyota Supra in the rear, a Mazda Miata or a Matsuda Miata on the side, and it's got a Subaru engine. So it's like 4 different cars at the same time, and it's pink. I think it looks really nice. Judging the styling is, in this challenge, is a little bit harder for me. I mean, I'm not going to dock somebody points just because I don't like the color or, something like that. I mean, I haven't quite did the scoring yet, so I'm going to really think hard on what style I like better, because I like all the designs of these cars. So let's go into the actual build of the car. It's 1995, corrosion resistant steel, light truck monocoque corrosion resistant steel, front longitudinal double wishbone front, semi-train arm back. It's a Boxer 6 cast iron block and head, push rod, 2 valves. It's a huge horizontal 6 engine with it's a 5 liter, 156 horsepower, 282 foot-pound torque. Steel lightweight forged on a connecting rod and pistons. So it's bore is maxed out, and I mean not bore, but stroke is maxed out, and bore is 3.709 inches. It's a 7.2 to 1 compression ratio, 0 cam profile, no VVT, or there's none. Natural aspirated, multi-port fuel injection, performance intake, premium 90 octane, but they got set for 87, which is normal for around here. That's like low test gas, because they don't really sell 86 here. They used to a long time ago, back in 2002, 2003. Ignition time 100, fuel mixture 15. Was it 4,900 RPM rev limiter? No, 4,700 RPMs. Race tubular, dual exhaust, high flow 3-way, a straight through muffler. Pretty loud, 56.3. I'll take a listen to it. Probably should have listened to walls too, just to hear how quiet it is. I bet the turbo is actually louder than the engine, because it probably whistles louder. This is built to be safe. Walls was what, 45 safety points? So yeah, this is barely safer than that. It's 48 safety points. It probably has something to do with like the advanced automatic and the best safety features in it too. But as far as size is, Walls is bigger, and this is probably safer on size. Advanced automatic 5-speed, 0 to 62 9.2 seconds, open differentials. Of course, they're all supposed to be open differentials for this challenging hard long life tires. This is 205 60/15s, steel rims, vent disc, 2 piston, 12 inches front drum, 12 inches in the rear. Stalls from 62 to 0 and 133.6 feet. No under tray with cooling flaps. It's a 3-seater, handmade interior with luxury CD. A little chilly this morning. I actually have to turn the heat up a little bit. Variable hydraulic, power steering with no traction aids, advanced 90s safety. I'm not exactly sure if I mentioned in the video that it's supposed to be no traction aids, because I was trying to model it after, my dad's 79 Mercury Capri. But I'm going to ignore it, because, I don't remember what I said or didn't say, or if I didn't remember to say it or what. Hydro manure. I don't say it's word enough to remember it. Hydro hydropneumatic springs with twin tube and semi-active sway bars. Top speed is 129 mile an hour. Quarter mile time is 16.82 seconds. Performance at the brake is, I done said that already. Let's go markets. This is more like a luxury sports car. It's $36,600. 19.9 miles per gallon. Couldn't squeeze out the extra 0.1 miles per gallon, making it even 20 miles per gallon. I guess that bothers my OCD. 48.1 safety points. Trim reliability is 56.9. I believe I forgot to go over that with the Walsh vehicle too. Engine reliability is a 70.3. So okay, let's go to the next ride here, which is Prince of All Saiyans, I believe. Yeah. With this cosmic dolphin. Well, I like these names. Bunny Flash, Cosmic Dolphin, Jornada or Hornada. I guess because of how the beginning of it sounds, I don't know. Yeah, it's Prince of All Saiyans with this cosmic dolphin. Okay, for some reason I went straight to the engine. So let's go back here. It's a 1989 car with aluminium nitride monocoque corrosion resistant steel. Front longitudinal double wishbone, front and rear. The boxer 4, about said 6, cast iron block and head. It's a pretty big. I don't think anybody makes a boxer engine that big. I think 2.5 is about the biggest boxer 4 you can get. I could be wrong on that because maybe Porsche did something way back then. I don't know if Porsche had boxer 4s or boxer 6s. Well, they're all about boxer 6s now. I don't know. But it's a hefty boxer 4, 3.2 liters. Push rods. Got 100 horsepower with 174 foot-pound torque. Its stroke is maxed out and the bore is 3.638. All the best internals. I'd say Forge is probably best in the pistons, since that's the only choice offered. 7.7 to 1 compression ratio, zero cam profile, naturally aspirated, multi-port fuel injection, single configuration, standard intake, set up to 87 octane. Ignition time is 67, fuel mixture 15, 4,500 RPM rev limiter. Short cast headers, dual exhaust 1 inches, high flow 3-way, straight through mufflers. Let's see. Camel factors is 56 decibels. This is 47 decibels. We'll listen to it. I think, real low, I kind of don't like the sound of Boxer 4. It sounds like a tractor. But when it gets up to like that, almost 3 grand, it kind of sounds really beefy, It sounds really nice to me up through here. About 2,750 to 3,500. Okay, here's the actual car of it. It's light blue. It's got white rims, white mirrors. I'm not saying I'm partial to these colors or anything like that, but the design of it and everything like that, I kind of like it. I might actually give us a 3 out of 3 on styling. The other two's going to be hard to judge. Cosmic Dolphin. It's rear-wheel drive, manual 3-speed. The 0 to 62 in 10.7 seconds. Kind of slow. 51 on the spacing. Open differentials. Hard long life radial tires. It's 170, 75, 15s. Steel rims. Vented disc 1 piston, 12 inches front, drums 12 inches on rear. Stops from 62 to 0 and 136.8 feet. Pad type 32. No under tray or coiling flaps. It's a 6-seater. Yeah, I can see 6 people fitting in there. It's probably a 3 on a tree. Basic interior, basic 8-track. Hydraulic, no traction aids. Hydraulic power steering, I mean. Basic 80s safety. Progressive 22, passive sway bars. Okay, 27.3 safety points. It's not very safe compared to other ones. 64.2 trim reliability. What was the engine reliability? 66.3. Okay, so where was I at? So I was like right here. Okay. 29.1 miles per gallon. Actually, this one gets the best miles per gallon. I guess because of all the lightweight. This is pretty cheap too. $18,200. Test track. It does top speeds 116 miles per hour. Quarter mile time is 17.83 seconds. That's about it. So there's only 3 contestants. Now we'll move on to the driving round.